And we are set to go with our next bout on the card at World Series of Fighting 17. Taylor McCorriston and Donavon Frelow in a flyweight bout scheduled for 3. We now set it inside the cage. Jazz Securo has the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is brought to you by Planet Hollywood Resort and Casino. We're scheduled for 3 rounds in the World Series of Fighting flyweight division. And now, introducing on my right, fighting out of the blue corner of the Decagon, he brings an undefeated record to the Decagon. 3 victories, no defeats. Standing 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing 125 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas by way of Los Angeles, California. Tonight, he makes his World Series of Fighting debut. Introducing Donavon Frelow. And now his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. His record, 8 victories versus 6 defeats. Standing 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing 126.5 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas by way of Antioch, California. Presenting Taylor Ninja McCorriston.
American Ninja.
Your referee is Chris Tognoni.
So here's your tail of the tape for this one. Both men 30 years of age, height very similar, 126 to 125, and a reach advantage to the Ninja McCorriston. We are set to go in the flyweight division. And Janie gets things started at cage side here at the Planet Hollywood Hotel.
2 bulls.
Casino set to go.
Like that.
I'll tell you what, this is all speed, boss.
2 calves, so little smaller bulls. Oh, nice movement to the side that he was kicking from, so it had no impact.
Oh, and this is done. Look at this.
Yeah.
Look at Donavon Frelow making his presence felt. What a scramble that McCorriston is under now, trying to survive round 1.
He's looking for a guillotine.
Now McCorriston, boss, is somehow going to find a way to clear his head and gather.
Okay, Frelow is going to relax now. He cannot lose that position. Yeah, or get back up. Good. Oh, he has to step up now. And the guillotine, he needs him in the guard though. He's got only a half guard. It's very hard to pull off a guillotine from this position. And especially now because McCorriston is already escaping to the side. He can't put a lot of pressure on the neck right now. He's not in that.
So do you think he's expending unneeded energy here?
Yeah, Frelow, when he holds him, needs to get him back in the guard. If he can put him back in the guard, but now he let his hand go. So the guillotine is not there anymore. Frelow is putting his head up, you see, so he's opening space. Puts a lot of lactic acid to the left shoulder of Frelow.
Well, I'll tell you what, McCorriston got rocked there, boss, and now here he is up on his feet.
Yep, that's MMA. You know, most of the time when you rock somebody, you don't want to start wrestling or grappling with them. Just stand back up. Quite some time. He's gonna look for a rear naked. Very nice job, puts a body triangle on. You know, and he can just hang out now.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's about 130 pounds on the back of Donavon Frelow. He seems pretty calm, casual.
That's a backpack from a Navy SEAL instructor. A Navy SEAL guy.
You trained with those guys before. You know what they go through.
Yeah, these guys are crazy. Unbelievable shape. Look at that.
What's the play now for Frelow? You got McCorriston riding your back, literally. What do you do?
There's nothing he can do. He's got to stay in this position because if it goes to the ground and lays on his back, that's even better for Frelow. Sorry, for McCorriston.
Donavon Frelow right now in the black trunks. Taylor McCorriston getting a free ride on Frelow's back. Remember, it was McCorriston that got rocked early.
Well, if nothing happens, the referee will unbuckle the seatbelt, I guess.
Yeah, he's locked in. McCorriston, he's not going anywhere right now, is he?
No. But still, you know, you got to put some lactic acid in those legs.
Yeah.
So if this guy was a great striker with great kicks, it will slow down his kicking and his movement. Frelow's very calm, relaxed. He knows there's nothing he can do.
Yeah, and at what point does the referee say, guys, let's work. This backpack thing's not playing out too well.
I would have given them already a warning, like 20 seconds ago, and say, you better start working because otherwise I'm going to unbuckle you. So,
and there you heard him saying, advance the position.
Yeah, but it's very hard to submit somebody from there.
And the longer this round goes, the longer it seems McCorriston, the ninja, is just firmly ensconced on the back of Donavon Frelow. Early on, it was Frelow, and now he's pried one arm loose.
He can start actually.
There you go. He knew the slam was coming.
Wow, that was very nice armbar attempt. Okay, and now he's going to unload again.
That might have been a slight mistake there. There you go. Now get some distance, huh?
Yeah, because you were winning on the feet. Let him get back up.
McCorriston saying, I can go all day from this position. And they're back on their feet. So a very entertaining round as we go under 1 minute. This one's scheduled for 3 in the flyweight division.
Nice. No lactic acid, I guess.
Combination coming. Boss Rutten loves the combo.
Just unloading on his opponent.
Keep your range here. Watch your head pressure. Head position.
Donavon Frelow tries to dump McCorriston, can't do it. A good sprawl as McCorriston has some nice defense up against the cage. Down to the final 20 seconds.
Do not grab the cage. Crank that elbow, Booney. Crank that elbow, Booney. Rip one.
Round 1 is complete.
Slow down. Big breaths. Big breaths. Big breaths. Big breaths. One more. Some water. Okay. Clean shot.
How about the start of this round, Boss Rutten? This is just round 1 of 3 between McCorriston and Frelow.
Yeah, here we're going to see the big punch landing. Here we go. 2 little bolts. Bonk. But you can tell the way McCorriston was moving on his feet after the whole thing happened with having his back. He wasn't as steady, you can see it. So the lactic acid did do something to him.
Now, please, bud. Now, please. Over here. Good. Second round, here we go. Fight.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Round number 2, a very entertaining round number 1. Boss, who do you give that first round to if it's on your scorecard?
Oh, you know, it's hard because in the beginning, Frelow connected with that big punch, but then after that, McCorriston kind of took over, you know, had his back, was in the most dominant position, so it's a hard round. Let's call this a draw.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. That inside kick did some damage. Frelow now again all over McCorriston early going here in round number 2. Donavon Frelow in the black trunks, Taylor McCorriston in the white trunks.
Both these guys have 3 submission victories under their belt. Do we see another submission coming from either one of them? Nice. Oh, that was so beautiful.
Like a little judo toss there.
Yeah. Man. Grabbing the legs, who gets that? He's going to go behind him again.
Boss, I know it's early on, and these guys are relatively new to the World Series of Fighting. Frelow making his debut, but I'm impressed with what these guys bring to MMA.
Yeah, they're definitely exciting. That's exactly what we're talking about on camera for the future champs. You know, you want to be exciting. Well, they show now to the people here who pay their paychecks that they are exciting fighters. They're great to have on the card.
So 3:30 to go in round number 2, and we check in cage side with Joey Varner.
Thanks, Todd. I was in the corner of McCorriston as his coaches were telling him the only reason he got hit with that big punch was because he stood in front of him. They want to see him use more movement, use side to side, and wait for the opening and get the takedown, as we saw him try to attempt earlier right now.
Stop! Here we go. Good advice.
Yeah.
Very good advice.
Chris Tione decides to break him here in the middle going of round number 2. And boss, you knew kind of coming in these guys, conditioning wasn't going to be a factor, but you get the sense that it's going to be one minor mistake that's going to end this fight.
You know, and normally at this weight class you wouldn't say that, but with these guys, they're really throwing hard punches, hard strikes. Any strike, everything is hard. They're looking for submissions. So with these guys, it's the opposite. If one connects, he could win the fight now. Nice, look at that.
Nice combination. Donavon Frelow comes forward and it connects. McCorriston's in trouble.
He moved a little bit to the side, but not enough. He should cut like 90-degree angles when somebody comes running at you. You let it pass, like a bull in the beginning, like bull.
Strong like bull, and that's exactly what Donavon Frelow is doing right now, literally right in front of us.
He's going to try to see if he can pull that right leg out, which is tangled up right now by McCorriston. Very smart.
And you hear the corner of Frelow telling him to flatten him out. What are they trying to accomplish here, boss?
Yeah, now he's out. He needs that full guard, but you see McCorriston, he doesn't let him get that guard around him. He still has that half guard there. He keeps that leg tied up. And this is important, because in order to pull the guillotine off, you want to be perfectly in front of him. And if you're in a half guard, you're a little off track, off side. And that means one of the sides of the choke that you're doing gets a little bit of air. He's going to slam. He's going to lift him. If I was McCorriston, if he's going to lift him, grab the legs. You don't want to get slammed. As soon as he pulls him up, he's got to grab one of his legs. One of Frelow's legs.
Boy, look at this. He is just making life miserable for McCorriston.
He's looking for a triangle choke. He's got to skip his hip a little bit to the side, his right hip, so he can bring the right shin bone in the same line as the shoulders for Frelow. Frelow knows, you see, he moves it the other way. It's a very smart thing what he's doing now. Now he's got to watch out. He's going to wants to pull that neck. Frelow needs to keep posturing up, just like this, what he's doing right now.
And for these fighters, this has got to be just an odd sensation in the battle of their life here with 35 seconds to go, and the great Boss Rutten about 2 feet away just giving instructions, boss. If they're wise, they'll listen to your words.
What Frelow is doing right now is very smart. Went for the body with elbows to the inside tie. I like it.
And Chris Tione, referee, says get him up for the last 15 seconds of round number 2. Wow. Wow, boss. This round 2 has been sensational. And we will go to a third and final round.
Big breath, big breath, big breath. Okay, some water. I want you, don't fucking chase him on the cage. You're following him. Let's get back to our cage control, okay? So when he goes, you're following and putting yourself on the cage. Stay in front of him. I promise you can finish this fight. Don't jump into his guard. I do not want this round on the ground at all. I don't want it on the fence at all. I want this standing. Okay, you dropped him 3 times now.
What's wrong, guys? Breathe in there, Taylor. You water? Hey, find a way to get up top here. Okay. Find a way to get up top. We got to lower that level when we're going back. We're covering up. The level change right to the double. We couldn't go. We got to commit. We didn't commit on the guys. We got to commit. Hit that.
When we get a chance to wrestle, we wrestle hard. 100% of those takedowns.
Confidence in both corners. What are you thinking? What are you taking out of that?
I think it's a very smart thing, you know, Frelow, what they said, you got to keep it on the feet. He's better on his feet. You rocked him twice now on the feet. Why would you go to the ground? You're more successful there. Stay there.
Last round, here we go.
Avoid the clinch, push him away the whole time.
So here we go, the third and final round in the flyweight division. World Series of Fighting 17. Donavon Frelow in the black trunks, Taylor McCorriston, the ninja, in the white trunks. And boss, I think you'd have to give round number 2 to Frelow.
I think so too. That short left hook that the gut Frelow received there from McCorriston, that was a pretty good one. Now, McCorriston cannot go straight back anymore, not in a slide angle. If Frelow attacks him, he's got to move right away to the side. Make it a 90-degree turn. Boom. Let him miss. Like a matador. That's what you want to do. Now, he's going straight back. Because if you push your back straight backwards, you can't keep hitting the back. But if suddenly the back slides 90 degrees to the left or to the right, it's very hard to follow that.
So you're saying McCorriston on his retreat when Frelow comes forward, take an angle?
Take an angle right away, a sharp angle. No, you see again, he goes straight. Move to the sides. And his corner told him this.
And we're all about innovation here at the World Series of Fighting, so we're going to take you not to one, not to two angles, but all four angles in the matrix all at once. Boom. So you can get a view of what it's like to sit cage side here at the World Series of Fighting.
I'm confused. What is the best camera? Oh!
And at any angle, that's a low kick.
There were 4 kicks to the groin there. Did you see that? On this screen, I saw 4 kicks going to the groin.
So the protocol is this: they will stop the clock. They will give Donavon Frelow up to 5 minutes to recover. Chris Tynan will go over and talk to Taylor McCorriston and tell him exactly what he did wrong. But I think everyone in the arena knows exactly what he did wrong because we heard it.
We heard it, and he will feel that tomorrow on his instep. He goes, oh. Now, if Frelow is wearing a tie cup, then for sure he's going to feel it next day because those are metal. I used to have a cup like that.
And there is full protection here at the World Series of Fighting, so this is an opportunity for Donavon Frelow to make sure everything's where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Here it is one more time.
Yeah.
And it was a case of McCorriston really sliding to his right, kicking with his left, and Donavon Frelow sliding to his right, so.
Yeah, it's unintentional, for sure. Now he's going to say that was for looking 100%? At me yesterday at the weigh-in.
100%. Okay, stay right there. Ready? Time in. Fight!
So Donavon Frelow says he is 100%, which was amazing. After taking a shot like that, McCorriston has been warned. Boss, if you're training either one of these guys, you got to be impressed with your fighter, the cardio, because this is the 3rd round, under 3 minutes to go, and they're still going hard like it's round 1.
They go really hard, yeah. Powerful kicks from guys that are 125 pounds.
You are doing beautiful here. He comes in, give him that check cross.
McCorriston is doing good with those kicks. He's got to keep firing to the body. You know, if you can, though, set him up. Just to make sure, yesterday on Inside MMA, I was explaining about single kicks. As long as you throw them really powerful, then your opponent has to block them. But if you throw them with less power, they simply counter by stretching their favorite arm. Which in this case, both these guys are orthodox right hand.
And the shot coming from McCorriston. Does he have the strength to make it stick? He's got a single there, but Free looks like he's implementing some pretty nice defense.
Yeah, he's looking for that guillotine, but right what McCorriston is doing, he's catching one leg in between his legs, so he can never pull guard. You see, it's always going to be a half guard then. He's got to go fast now. We have only 2 minutes left in this round. And I think, in order to make this a very interesting fight, put the balance, the scale in the same, right. McCorriston needs to win this round.
Yeah, I think he's got to get a takedown and make something happen here on the ground. And right now, Donavon Frelow looks like he's got the defense to make that not happen. But as Boss Rutten always says, hey, it's MMA, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. With Frelow, it is so cool to see. He's a very aggressive fighter, but in this situation, if he goes to the guard, you see how relaxed he is. He's just nice and calm, and he's feeling where his opponent is. He's stopping the arm that is the most dangerous, that probably goes up to the throat.
Uh-oh, Boss, we can get backpack 2.0?
I think we can. It's the koala bear technique, I always say. Doesn't exist, only in my vocabulary.
And you make a great point about Donavon Frelow, the young man out of Los Angeles, now fighting Las Vegas. Look how calm and relaxed he is. Mouth isn't open, he's not breathing hard.
Look how he got out.
And he's out.
He's pushed him backwards, and then he exploded forward. Very nice.
Final 50 seconds in this one. And now Freelow's starting to sense the proverbial blood in the water with McCorriston going backwards.
He's like a shark now. Oh, look at that high kick there. That means keep your hands up. Oh, look at the takedown. McCorriston right away falls to the side. Again, he's in half guard now. Very hard to pull off the guillotine. Also, Frelow already let the guillotine go, so it's very hard to re-grip that. Because a body is in between us. See? You can't lock your hands anymore. This is very nicely done here from McCorriston. But you see Frelow, how he's doing, what he's doing, he's right away catching that leg out again.
And this one will go to the judges in the flyweight division. And a great battle from Taylor McCorriston and Donavon Frelow here at World Series of Fighting 17.
It's cool to see. Yesterday, they almost killed each other at the weigh-in, you know, and now they respect each other because, well, they threw everything at them, including the kitchen sink, and nobody went down.
That was a great battle right there. Frelow and McCorriston certainly have ensured their future here at the World Series of Fighting, and what a way to make a debut in the organization. You've shown them exactly what you'll bring. Boss, let's go back to that hold that McCorriston had on Frelow, and we talk about him remaining calm. You know, this is something that's hard to train for. You going almost 3 full rounds, and here you find yourself with a guy climbing your back. Look at this.
He's pushing up on the fence with his butt, so he gets momentum, and then he pulls himself out. Very nicely done. Okay, that's a weird look.
And now the endorphins start flowing. Both men got to be proud of your fighters. I mean, I think McCorriston did a fantastic job. Remember, he got rocked early in this fight, and he battled on. He got put in some very difficult positions. This kid is tough as nails, and Donavon Frelow, he was solid all 3 rounds.
He kept coming strong, great shape. We see this many times with the lighter weight guys, right? They say they have the same size heart and lungs almost as a bigger person. So then on that smaller body, they have a lot of energy. That's why always in the past, the WEC was my favorite show to watch because these guys, nobody ran out of gas.
You loved the WEC, didn't you?
Oh, I love that.
I did too.
Donovan.
Right now, it's time to get the official decision on this one. For that, we send it inside the cage and Jazz Securo.
Ladies and gentlemen, all 3 judges score this fight 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, Donavon Frelow.
I would say on aggressiveness and the pushing forward.
A great fight by Donavon Frelow, and kudos go out to Taylor McCorriston, something he's not going to want to hear right now, but I'll tell you what, he showed really well here tonight at the World Series of Fighting. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from this fight. Very entertaining in the flyweight division. Early on, this was the action. That was the shot that sent McCorriston. That was round 1, boss. So you think of him at this point, there's no way you're thinking he's going all 3.
I love that also. Flipping the arm to the other side. Sometimes they might even try to go for a straight armbar there. The way he had that arm. And again, here's unloading. And there's the sportsmanship.
Donavon Frelow.
Yeah. Get ready. Listen. What you wanna do? If you don't strike first, that's when they gon' come at you. Yeah. And you know it's true. Don't let your life get worse. Being timid, that ain't cool. Nah.